Hi guys.
Hi guys, we're seniors from the AP Psych project, and we're going to give you some advice on how to make your high school life better.
Your high school life is going to be very stressful sometimes, but don't stress out.
And now, for you freshmen who just started high school, for you sophomores who just started AP, and for your juniors who just started your college apps, these are some tips to make your high school life a little bit more happier. Now these are some facts about memory. There are 3 steps in memory: sensory, short-term memory, and long-term memory. First, sensory memory is when you first see something. You just glance it. It goes to your sensory memory, which lasts about 7/10 of a second. That's not very long. Now from there, if you think about it more and process it, it goes to your short-term memory, which lasts about 30 seconds. So this will be helpful only if you study right before your test. So if you want to remember it forever, you need your long-term memory. Long-term memory is unlimited in time and capacity. So whatever you memorize and goes to your long-term memory, it will last forever. And this is what you need for your test. To get your memory into long-term memory, there's a few effects, or methods that you can do. First is the deep processing method. This is not just memorizing just like 1988, just like that. You have to understand what 1988 is, what that represents, and what that means. So you deeply process it in your mind, so you can think 1988, oh, it's this because of this. You have to know the reason as well. This will help you get into long-term memory and help you memorize it easier. Now, you may often memorize a list of things, for example, a list of dates or a list of facts. An effect that applies to this is the primacy effect and recency effect, which together would define the serial positioning effect. The recency effect is the tendency for you to memorize things that you memorized recently, and the primacy effect is the tendency for you to remember things that you memorized first. Also, even the place where you memorized, the environment, or like the music, or even the scent of the place that you memorized in, will even affect how well you memorize things. For example, if you were in a classroom while you were memorizing your facts, then being in the classroom will make it easier for you to recall all your memories. So this is called the state-dependent memory. Now, there is something called the semantic network theory. This is basically a theory that says that all your memories are intertwined, and basically when you remember something, they go into a subcategory or many subcategories, and by going deeply into the subcategory, for example, if I think about psychology, if I think about memory, there will be a lot of definitions. However, if I go deeply more into it, for example, long-term memory, then I'll be able to remember more things. This is basically thinking that all memories are intertwined, and this is why chunking, memorizing by relating to other events, is effective. After you memorize a fact, there is always something called recalling or recognition. This is basically getting your information back from your memory and remembering it. So recall would be your ability to, for example, say a definition when you are mentioned a word, or say an event when you're mentioned a date. This is very important for FRQs, or long written essays, because you have to be able to recall all the events. Second, what is important is recognition. Recognition is very important for MCQs. So basically, you see an event or you see a date, and you recognize what the event or date is by looking at it. Now, there will be many times where you forget something that you have learned. This is called forgetting.
I don't remember that much stuff from my freshman year.
Whenever I
take a test, I always forget everything I've learned.
좀 더 라이블리하게 해. 좀 더
When I take a
라이블리하게.
test,
다시 하나, 둘, 셋.
when I take a test, I always forget the materials the next day.
But don't worry, even if you forget something, there's something called relearning. Relearning is basically, as you may guess, is to relearn the fact that you memorized or you forgot. And if you relearn something, it will be easier for you to memorize, and it will be better stuck in your memory for a long time.
다시. I never get enough sleep. I'm so tired all the time.
Hey guys, so sleep is always going to be a major problem in high school for you. And you're always going to struggle about it. So we're going to give you some information and tips on how to manage your sleep. We all have a circadian cycle, which is a 25-hour cycle that all living things, including plants and humans, have. It's most important to keep that circadian cycle because that's what gets our mind healthy. People often have a really hard time when they waking up when they're in their delta sleep. Delta sleep is really important because it releases a lot of hormones that take care of our immune system and help us stay healthy. So people who don't have enough delta sleep is gonna be really prone to illnesses and not be a healthy person. So how do we take care of this? A really important thing that a lot of students don't understand is exercise can help your sleep cycle. It is really important to always exercise. So my tip is to keep doing your varsity sports and keep exercising every day. It's not only gonna help you stay focused, but help you have enough delta sleep, which is gonna keep you healthy as a person. It is really important to always exercise. So my tip is to keep doing your varsity sports and keep exercising every day. It's not only gonna help you stay focused, but help you have enough delta sleep, which is gonna keep you healthy as a person. After stage 3 and 2, as we go back to stage 1 of our sleep, we go to what is called the REM sleep. This is a part of our sleep that we dream, and not having enough REM sleep can interfere with our memory. Also, if a person doesn't have enough REM sleep, we can go through what is called a REM rebound, which is a prolonged part of our sleep is going to be the REM sleep instead of being other periods of our sleep, so we're going to be deprived of other parts of our sleep cycle. So through what I learned in psychology and my experience in high school, I think the best advice that I can give you for sleeping is to, first of all, have a constant sleep time. Even though you might think that cramming for your test or doing extra study may help you, according to psychology, it won't. It's just gonna mess up your memory. Also, another very important thing is to, as I told you before, is to keep exercising. It's not only gonna keep you healthy, but help you maintain a steady sleep cycle, which is also gonna help you study. So keep sleeping, guys.
So guys, this is our video. I hope you learn a lot of things from our advices and use our advices to make your high school life a little bit better than it was for us. Thank you.
Bye, guys.